since we were just talking about sacks, one of the points of emphasis for Coach Chiswick is to have you guys apply more pressure to the quarterback. You told us when we talked to you last, it's one of your jobs, to get the quarterback. How much progress have you guys made in that part of your plan?
We made a lot of progress. I think it starts with our indie periods. Every day before we go to practice, they have a very specific plan. Some days it's pass-oriented, some days it's run-oriented. But on those past days, we're really focused on obviously getting after the quarterback. And, I mean, we've done a great job with Coach Chiswick involved personally, just with me working with Chris and all the other Jacks. We've just been doing a great job. And I can really see the progress that everybody in our group is getting better day by day.
And as far as getting a pass rush from a bunch of different spots, and certainly traditionally, has there been growth in kind of broadening that range where the pass rush comes from?
Yeah, I mean, across the board, we've gotten better from Miles Murphy, obviously, Dez, Ruck, Javari Ridge. Like, we've all just improved tremendously throughout, starting in spring ball when obviously the emphasis was pass rush. We weren't getting after the quarterback last year. We need to get after the quarterback this year. And, we're not okay with being good. We want to be great. We want to be one of the best D-lines, one of the best QB pressure rates, sack rates in the country this year. So,
what's the key to making a good pass rusher individually? Like, when you rush the passer, what's the key to getting past the lineman to get the quarterback?
I mean, you got to have a lot of intangibles to start with. You got to be fast. You got to be quick. And when you get to the mental side of it, you got to know how to read sets, which is something I've been working on personally. It is a hard thing to do. You got to worry about what the tackle is doing. You got to worry about what the guard is doing. Should I come inside? Should I not? And you got to know where the quarterback is. You don't want to rush past the quarterback. They don't want to come inside and then the quarterback rush around you. So there's a lot that goes into it. But yeah.
Is it kind of having a set of skills, a set of moves that can counter what you see happening? Can you go into kind of how that works mentally?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think the best thing was having those those 3 or 4 moves, and then those aren't going to work all the time. Yeah. Not everybody's that good. So once those don't work, what am I doing next? What am I doing to counter that? Am I rushing up the field, doing one move and then spinning back? Am I throwing by? Am I speed to power? Where's the quarterback? And worrying about that second move, worrying about that second counter.
How much does film review play a role in pass rush for you?
Oh, huge. I mean, I've watched just about any edge rusher that's good in the NFL over the past 2 years. I really locked in on that over the past really 2 off seasons. Even when I was at UVA, I really just locked in on that. T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree, Chandler Jones, Max Crosby. I mean, there's an ongoing list of just every team in the NFL has at least just one ridiculous edge rusher that you can really watch that gets after the ball.
Coach Chiswick told us the other day that one of the main jobs of the Jack is to protect the edge and sort of build a wall, keep everything in. Where's the balance in doing that, but also going after the quarterback?
So, I mean, he does a great job of mixing it up. We're not always on the edge. Sometimes, we're spilling, coming underneath of those pulling guards, those swaying tight ends coming back. We're going underneath of those. And a lot of times we are boxing it back to the rest of the defense. But, I mean, it's all a telltale. Like, you got to know, like, tackles give it away, sometimes, whether it's run or whether it's pass. And, I mean, you're not 100% all the time. Sometimes you think it's pass and it's run, and the edge might just be a little bit shorter, which sometimes it's a risk you want to take. Sometimes it's a risk you don't want to take. Sometimes it jeopardizes the defense, so you don't want to do it if it does that. But just really getting those running pass keys, and I mean, you can find it through film. Guard, center, quarterback. What's your runner pass keys? Certain formations, things like that.
When you say they give it away, is it they give like a glance maybe when they get line of scrimmage and their toes pointed in different
I mean, there's so many things. Sometimes you look at a tight end and he'll look back, and once he goes like that, I'm like, oh yeah, I know he's coming back at me. Or if he's a little light on his hands, is he heavy? Is his foot a little further back than usual? Is that tackle's footstep? Me personally, everybody's going to get speed. When they're going against me. So if your foot's not all the way back there, then you're probably going to lose. So if that foot is a little closer, then I'm knowing his run. Little things like that.
This has been a pretty seamless fit for you, it feels like, here. Do you agree with that, and why do you think that is?
I mean, it really starts with the guys. I've really grown close with a lot of guys, like, just across the defense. And they welcomed me in. They never kept me out. So my boys said great. So, yeah, I mean, they just welcomed me in as their own. They treat me like a brother. So I really appreciate that. And that's really where it starts because, there was no – obviously I came from a rival school. There was never no hate through anybody. And they were like, all right, this kid's good. Like, let's get to work.
Having been through that 2020 season where COVID kind of wrecked everything, how concerned are you? It seems like we're seeing little pockets of it breaking back up now.
I don't. For me personally, I don't think it's a crazy concern. Obviously, for people with underlying health conditions, like I know if I'm around other people, then I'm gonna protect other people. But this season, I hope it's not that big of a deal. So we'll see.
Well, you're an experienced guy that's played college football a long time. I mean, are you in any ways a different player coming here now from UVA, like how have you tried to become a different guy at all? Like, how would you assess your game compared to what people have seen in Charlottesville to what they might see this season?
I mean, in Charlottesville, I played just about any position. You know, we had this one call on our defense, and I tell guys all the time, like, I played that position in this one defense. I played that position, inside backer, safety, free safety. I played it all. So this year, I'm really just locking in on getting after the pass rusher, and I think that's when my game will take to another level. Where I think 2019 I had about 7 sacks, but again, I was playing like all over the field. Even last year, 2 years ago, I was playing majority safety. You know, I remember against Clemson, Duke, I was playing a lot of safety. UNC, I don't think last time I played on the line and when we played against UNC was 2019. So I think playing that edge position is where my game will take a change.
You were playing safety?
Yeah, I played a lot of safety.
Now you played edge?
No, but I was playing safety and like against Clemson, I play a lot of middle safety. Like free safety, field safety, and then like on third downs, I'd rush the passer.
It seems odd, doesn't it? I mean, it seems odd to me that a safety would now be playing.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at UVA we dealt with a lot of injuries, so it was kind of like next guy up kind of thing. And I was tall, I could move, so.
Has Gene, like in the defense he's installed or is installing, has he, I don't know, put up film and said like, look, this is what so and so did 3 or 4 years ago, you know, when we last used this defense. This is what I think you can do. Is he, I don't know, compared you to anyone from the past or shown you what anyone has done in this defense in the past?
Not in this. Again, like that jack position is really a new position, and it's kind of taken over college football. As we know, we see guys like, you know, Will Anderson, a lot of guys that are playing in the front and they're playing like apex in between the tackle and number one, and then they're dropping into coverage doing a whole bunch of things. And it's not you can't name a lot of guys like that are in the NFL that even did that in college, or even a lot of college guys that are doing now. So it's really a new position that I think is taking over college football.
How would you describe what the jack is for somebody who doesn't watch football?
I would say get at the quarterback, set the edge, and give relief to the corner.
There you go, Ross.
I wrote that already. What do you mean give relief to the corner? What do you mean by that?
I mean, so you don't want your corner pressing, you know, especially if it's a guy, you don't want your corner pressing their, you know, number one receiver in the ACC the whole time. And I'm taking our corners over anyone, but you know, you don't want to do that. So sometimes you want to bail them. So if a corner's bailing away right away, you know, you need somebody to give underneath help, you know, things of that nature. You want to roll them here and there. So you don't want to just press man the whole game, because you know, offenses scheme that up the same way we scheme them up.
So 7 sacks was the most at UVA?
Yeah, I think 7 was the most. Yeah.
You see maybe more than that?
I'm going for the sack record this year. You know, that's the goal. So.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's 16, right?
It's 18. Oh, it's 18.
Single season?
Yeah.
No, I think it is.
Single season, I think it's 16. All right.
Yeah.
All right, now.
All right, thanks, man.
Appreciate you guys.